Greetings to Madam Alisha and fellow audience. I'm Thashalini Valayutham. Today I'm going to present the international trade information and data of Canada. In recent years, Canada has experienced significant growth in the international trade with a focus on exporting goods and services to various countries. Without further ado, let's get into our first part, which is GDP. Gross domestic product, which is simply known as GDP, is a monetary measure of the market value of all the final goods and services produced in a specific period of a country. If we look at this figure shown here, Canada's GDP was $2.1 billion in 2022 with a declining growth of negative 0.30%, but still managed to maintain a bit in 2023 and ranked 10th largest in the world and second largest in the North America.
Next is goods and services exports. Based on this figure, exports from Canada edged up 0.1% to $65.98 billion in October 2023, which is a fourth consecutive increase and the highest level since January. Notably, exports of aircraft and other transportation equipment and parts to Saudi Arabia also surged by 15%, reaching the highest level. Exports account for more than 30% of the Canadian GDP, which means the biggest export products are energy, crude oil, crude bitumen, cars and parts, and also consumer goods. The US is by far the largest destination of Canadian products, which is 77% of the total exports, followed by China 3.7% and the UK 2.4%. As for the imports, Canada fell 2.8% to $63.01 billion in October, with decreases seen in 8 of the 11 product sections. In particular, purchases of metal and non-metallic mineral products slumped 14.7% and imports of motor vehicle and parts declined 5.8%, falling for the first time in 7 months due to unstable supply amid strikes by US auto workers in October. Canada imports mainly consumer goods, cars and parts, and also energy products. Canada's major import partners are the US, 50% of the total imports, China, 14%, Mexico, 5.6%, and also Germany, 3.1%.
Since we already know to whom Canada has import and export its goods, this figure here will show a brief data of Canada's top trading partners. From 2019 to 2022, Canada's top trading partners that maintain both goods exports and imports were the United States, China, the European Union, Mexico, and Japan. The United States and Canada enjoy the world's largest and most comprehensive trading relationship with two-way trade in goods and services totaling $121.6 million in 2022 as shown in the next slide, which is trade balance. Continue to that, in October 2023, Canada's goods and services trade balance recorded a trade surplus of $2,967.40 billion, and the country's net international investment position was $1,120.8 billion in the third quarter of 2023. It is a slight surplus after several months of deficit in imports of motor vehicles and parts, unwrought gold, silver, and platinum group metals.
Alright, moving on to the major trade agreement in Canada. Canada is a signatory to 15 free trade agreements with 51 different countries which cover 1.5 billion consumers worldwide. First will be NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, which is between Canada, United States, and Mexico. Second is Canada-European Union Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement (CETA), which eliminates tariff on the most goods traded between Canada and the European Union. Third will be Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement, which is also known as USMCA, which rebalances trade relation between the three countries and includes provision on labor, environment, and intellectual property. Fourth will be Canada-Chile Free Trade Agreement. the Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement, the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, the Canada-Ukraine Free Trade Agreement, and so on. Besides that, we also should know the benefits or opportunity of this free trade agreement to Canadian business and the economy. According to the Government of Canada's 2022 State of Trade Report, free trade agreements are vital tools in Canada's post-pandemic economic recovery because it increases market access by eliminate or reduce trade barriers, allowing Canadian business to operate on the same level as local companies and receive preferential access to the market over competitors from third countries not covered by an free trade agreement. It also diversifies supply chains along with reduced red tape of cross-border trade, increase predictability in regulatory requirement, and simplify how Canadian business set up their operation outside of Canada. Moreover, free trade agreement improve productivity, allowing Canadian business to benefit from efficiency gain and economies of scale from free trade agreements. And lastly, it increase the variety of products at lower price due to free trade agreements. Overall, Canada's free trade agreements support economic growth, open doors internationally, and facilitate the development of diversified and resilient supply chains. So, what are the resources of trade promotion for Canada available? The Canadian government provides effective resources for trade promotion up to date. For example, Trade Data Online that provides searchable data on Canadian imports and exports. Second is Global Affairs Canada provides information on government trade policies and programs. Third is Canadian Trade Commissioner Service offer assistance to Canadian businesses entering international market. Fourth will be Innovation, Science and Economic Development Canada offers grants and support programs for Canadian exporters. And last will be Export Development Canada provides financing and insurance to Canadian exporters.
To sum up, all the given information and data of Canada's trade are really useful for the country that would like to have trade with Canada. Not only that, Canadian government also able to gain insights and can come up with the ways to enhance their international trade activities in efficient way in the future. These are the references that have been used to get the data and information that I presented earlier. That is all from me. Thank you for watching.